Hello and welcome to a very worldly episode of Phoenix Point. In case you missed it, the last two episodes were the prologue and tutorial missions, and now it's time to take a look at the geoscape. Let's have a look around. As I mentioned at the start, it looks like the world has been completely ravaged by global warming in a nightmare scenario. As you can see here in the US, several parts of the South are completely gone. And there's flooding almost everywhere else, like here in the Amazon, and even in bits of Africa. Oh, and parts of the UK are underwater as well, so it seems like things are going completely crazy. And of course, we're gonna have to take a look at all of the things that we have available to us, like tech, which is resources for building high-tech items. We have materials, which are used for construction. And we have food, which is for feeding and hiring soldiers. If people are working for food, they've got it really bad. And of course, we can only afford 8 soldiers, and we have 5 now. We have 1 aircraft that is under our control, and we have 67 used space out of 200. So we're going to have to pay attention to all of these things at once. Anyway, let's follow the objectives and enter the bases tab. The base contains every facility that we need, as well as vital resources. We're in bad shape though, so we'll need to repair the vehicle bay before we can launch the Manticore aircraft on missions. Let's do that. It'll cost 40 construction resources and 5 tech, but we have enough. We can't really do much else because I guess we're still in the tutorial, so we'll have to repair the vehicle bay first. Let's return to the geoscape and advance time. Okay, it stopped. And we need to equip our soldiers and look around the map. Let's go to the personnel section and try to edit the units that are available to us. We're going to have to find some ways to deck out the crew and all of the stuff that they'll need to fight this invasion. For now, let's edit Jacob Eber, and we can increase our soldiers' strength, willpower, and speed, so that's useful. Once they reach level 4, they can specialize in an additional class, so that'll add to their combat abilities. Okay, what exactly do our soldiers need? Jacob has a rifle, a medkit, and a magazine, and we have some extra stores here for that. He also has our standard issue kit, so maybe we just go over here and add some experience points? That seems like the right idea. We'll add to his strength and his speed. Let's go to Sophia. We'll add to her speed. And we can't do anything else. Next, Omar, we'll give him strength, just to play into his class characteristics. Let's move forward and see what we can do for Takeshi. He has 8 SP, so yeah, we'll add some willpower to him. Let's give him another magazine. And a grenade. We'll stuff that in his backpack. Okay, what about Irina? She has a magazine for her sniper rifle, but not for her pistol, so we'll give her one of those. And we'll leave everything else as it is for her. Grenades should only go to the fastest operatives, so I'll give one to Sophia and one to Jacob, along with additional magazines. They need extra firepower if they're going to combat the aliens effectively. That's about it, so we should try to see what's out there. There's an unexplored site right here. Are there any others? No. So I guess we have to go with the only option that we have available. All sites on the geoscape are originally unexplored, and we need 1 soldier on board the aircraft in order to explore. Oh, but we may get ambushed, of course. Our Manticore's at the site anyway, so we might as well explore it and see what's there. Ah, it's a scavenging site, so there should be a lot of crates lying around, but the enemy will arrive continuously from reinforcement points, so we're going to have to get what we can and bail. Let's start the mission. Yeah, we'll bring everyone along. Oh, we can only recover items carried by evacuating soldiers, so we're going to have to pay close attention to their ammo needs and what is going on the battlefield. Okay, let's deploy the squad. The manticore looks pretty awesome.
Those crates contain valuable material, so grab everything you can. This place will be crawling with mutants any minute now.
Oh, really? They're coming from behind? That's not very fair. But then again, what did you expect? This is Phoenix Point. This is useful information, especially since we can tell what goes on with the bullets now. Okay, where are some crates? There's a Mist Sentinel here. I don't know what that does, but, well, it's an enemy, so it can't be very good. Although it seems like a static tower, so we'll keep an eye on that. Okay? Over here we have a storage locker, so we can exploit that for goodies. There are a few crates over here, and this appears to be an evac point along with this. Oh, and there's another one here. There seems to be a lot of evac points around the map, but we need to pay close attention because it seems like the enemy is going to flood into this place without a second thought. So we need to grab what we can and get out. For now, let's try to find our fastest operative. And maybe we could destroy that Mist Sentinel just so it doesn't tip the enemies off to where we are. That seems to be the ideal move. So we'll move Jacob over here.
Here I am. Let's do this.
And we'll shoot at the Mist Sentinel using free aim. Oh, when you aim at the head, it can remove its proximity detection, so we'll go for that. And we will move all of our other operatives over to do the same thing, just so we don't have any issues. Although we will from this reinforcement point, so.
Let me see.
We'll use free aim with Omar and aim for the head. And we can also move Takeshi over here and have him finish that sentinel off.
Lining up a shot.
We'll free aim to the head. Okay. That won't solve all of our problems, but it should remove some important obstacles and leave anyone who might come over here blind to our presence. At least for now. Let's get Sophia closer to the first locker.
Moving in quick.
Oh, there's a Triton here, so we're going to have to kill that. It appears to be unarmed, but it may try to flank us, so I'm assuming that there's some sort of biological weapon in play. We will have Sophia take a shot at that thing very soon. We're going to have to move into cover. Oh no. No! The Mindfragger is priority 1, but these two are going to cause some problems if we don't deal with them quickly, so we'll unleash the grenades on them. I gave one to Takeshi, so we'll have him switch out his magazine for the grenade, and we will try to throw it from here.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if that'll kill the two monsters or not, but we're going to have to try. Well, it disabled some body parts at least. And they're bleeding, so that's useful. We'll have Jacob move over this way. And we have to take out that Mindfragger. The Mindfragger's out of sight, so... Wait, there's another Arthron over there? Oh, that's way far back, so we'll leave him alone for the moment. We'll have Irina take a shot at the Arthron over here. Beautiful. Oh, and there's a will reduction whenever one of the aliens sees one of their comrades die. We'll move Omar over here and try to finish off the Strangler. We'll free aim and try to get everything within the circle. Okay. We'll put Jacob on Overwatch. If the Mind Fragger moves, it has to die. And perhaps, can we move Takeshi? No, we can move Sophia to the first locker. Oh, that's a will point zone. Good to know. We can do Overwatch. That'll be useful if the Mind Fragger doubles back and tries to come through the door. As for Takeshi, he can't shoot, so we're going to have to reload, perhaps, or leave him there. Yeah, we'll just leave him there for the moment. Okay, we're out of moves for now, so let's end the turn. Oh no. No! Come on! How did that miss her Overwatch? Oh boy. Takeshi is going to have to run in and bash that thing. Okay, that helps. That could have been a lot worse than it was. Oh, but there's an Arthron there. Let's try to get up to that crate. We'll send Jacob over this way.
I'll be right there.
Can we shoot at that Triton? No. This seems like the right place to stay for the moment, because we can just jump up to the crate and then jump down and move Jacob to the evac zone. We can send Takeshi and Sophia over to this crate and have them bail over here. We probably can't get over here, so we won't try. Yeah, let's just do that and bail out as soon as we can. Okay, we'll move Irina over this way and have her provide some Overwatch. Takeshi and Sophia are out of sight for now, so that'll be useful. We're going to have to rush Omar over this way as well. How far can he move with the jump jet? Even further. He has enough strength to carry a lot of stuff, so we'll move him over here. He took a will hit for that, but it's useful in a pinch. Let's have him reload. And what else can we do? We'll have Jacob go on Overwatch just so he can attack this Triton if it tries to move. And everyone else can reload.
Reloading.
No one else can reload, so let's end the turn. That is a beautiful shot. But Omar's gonna get hit. Ow. Ow! Why? Jacob missed, but that's okay. We'll have that's not the best idea because the bullets could move through the Arthron and hit Omar. We're gonna have to move Omar over here and go for the crate.
No time.
Oh, there's another Arthron. We'll move anyway.
Sprinting.
Oh, there's tech and construction resources. Good. Oh, and some additional ammo. Nice. We'll grab everything we can and get the hell out. Okay, now that Omar's out of the way, Takeshi can take the shot. Actually, no. Sophia will take the shot at that Arthron.
Come get some. Hostile
Okay.
destroyed.
We might have to move some of our operatives over this way to counter that strangler and get Jacob up to the crate. The Arthron is a melee unit, so we'll send Takeshi over this way. And we will definitely take the shot with free aim. Okay, if we aim for the head, in this case, it'll take more of a willpower hit and it'll bleed just the same. Some of the bullets could move to the torso, so that'll be helpful. Yeah, we'll do that. Nice! I'm not sure if Irina will be able to move over there fast enough, but we could have Jacob move behind this post and take an open shot at the strangler. Or we could have him move up and get the crate. We'll have him get the crate.
Let's go.
That way, he already has the resources in his possession, so he can just bail as soon as it's appropriate. Do we need more sniper ammo or a med kit? We'll go with the med kit and leave the sniper ammo behind. Oh, we can. Sniper ammo it is, then. Jacob can bail next turn unless the strangler gets him. We'll move Irina slightly over this way and put her on Overwatch. Let's see where... yeah, Jacob's up on the top, so that won't be too big of a deal. We'll just move her Overwatch cone back slightly and cover the ladder. And we'll move Sophia over this way. And we have to end the turn. Uh-oh.
Hostile injured but alive. For now.
Okay, Irina took the shot, but the strangler is still alive, and it disabled Jacob's arm, so we're gonna have to get him out of there. Yeah, we're gonna have to dump something because of that injury. We'll get rid of some sniper ammo. And we'll get him out of there. Oh, he's bleeding rather badly. Oh. Yeah, let's get him out of there. Can Irina take the shot? We'll try. Let's do free aim. She's going to hit something, so we'll have her take a shot at the strangler and get everyone else out. She missed. Damn. Omar's within range of the evac point, so we'll get him out. Nice. Takeshi is as well. Sophia will move her back. Can we move Irina back to the point where she can get to the evac next turn? Yeah, we'll try. Okay, that's good enough. Okay, can we get Irina out? Yes, we can. Good. Sophia, get out as well.
Rolling out.
Okay. We're going to have to deal with Jacob's injury, but that went rather well considering. Okay, we got 200 tech, 200 construction resources, and a few magazines out of the mission, so that's pretty good. Oh, and there is, of course, fatigue that we'll have to deal with. For now, let's send the Manticore back to base. What about research? We will have to research to improve our capabilities in Win, and we can build more research labs in order to advance that faster. We'll research atmospheric analysis. That'll take 13 hours. Let's head back to the personnel tab and see what this is about. Oh, Omar and Takeshi have leveled up. Omar's bash and melee attacks can do 50% more damage, or there's a whole bunch of other things we can do. He gains heavy weapons proficiency as well, or he can add viral damage to all of his attacks. It seems like accuracy is more important because there were several times when he couldn't hit the broadside of a barn, so we'll go with strong man. And maybe we can go with brawler as well. Yeah, that'll be helpful. Takeshi has 28 SP, so... Oh, he can dash. That's good. And we'll level up his stats a little bit. Let's add some speed to make him even faster. Irina, we'll give her some willpower. Sophia, we'll give her some strength. Anyway, let's head back to the geoscape and wait for atmospheric analysis. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Research complete.
Okay, we've reprogrammed our satellites, and that has revealed the extent of the new mist outbreak. The origin sites are in coastal sea regions, much like the previous 2 incursions, but the activity level seems higher, so there is a serious threat to all life on Earth. Yep, the Pandorans will attempt to build colonies on land covered by the mist, and those colonies will attack nearby havens, so we will need to produce equipment and new operatives in order to combat that. Let's head over to manufacturing. We're still in the tutorial, but we're going to have to construct fabrication plants in order to get the job done with manufacturing faster. We don't want to get caught without equipment, of course. So let's manufacture a medkit. Yay, we got a Novus Manufacturer achievement. We have a functioning satellite uplink in the base, so we should try to scan for sites around us. And it'll expand its search area over time, so we'll have to explore those sites eventually and do what we can to help people, especially the havens. Okay, the tutorial's over, so we're gonna have to take the gloves off and move wisely. Oh, and there seems to be a huge problem over here in what presumably was Spain, Portugal, and Morocco. We'll have to take a look at this unexplored site soon, but for now we might want to look at Sicily, Corsica and Sardinia, and Spain. Yeah, that seems like the best idea. But before we do that, we should research Haven recruitment protocols in the Phoenix archives. And of course we have alien autopsies and a whole bunch of other stuff that we need to do. Yeah, we're going to have to recruit soldiers first. That seems like the best option. And maybe we should study the Mind Fragger. There's a nice queue system here, so we can put that to good use. We'll go for the Arthron autopsy, and then we will do the Phoenix archives. That seems like a good way to get information on the enemy before we move forward with the story. Oh, we can actually manufacture everything now, so we'll do just that. We can make a scarab. That'll be useful if we can muster it. It seems to be a bit of a resource hog, though. For now, we will create some handguns. And we'll create 2 Cypher HGs, and we will add some magazines as well. Those are instant, so that's helpful. And we'll add a ton of grenades. Yeah, that seems like the right thing to do. And once we gather more resources, we can add the Scarab and another Manticore. So let's go out and explore. We'll move over here first, and then we'll head up here. The disciples of Anu Haven of Azurpanu has a mutated worm infestation that is causing serious problems. The locals are placing their hopes in Taxiarch Nergal, the disciples' greatest military hero, but Nergal is said to be fighting a series of pitched battles against the Pandorans and can't help. So, should we eradicate this infestation ourselves? Is there a time limit on that? Because more exploring would be helpful. Okay, it doesn't seem like there's a time limit on that, but we'll make sure as we explore the other areas. We'll have to make a decision once we make sure that our soldiers are healed. Let's head over to Sicily and explore there. Okay, there's an old prison facility there, and the whole place is still locked up, but we have been able to get inside with some heavy cutting equipment. There's hundreds of corpses in there, and all of these people were just left to die. We're in a post-apocalyptic wasteland, so we're going to have to search the prison. There was food in the storage rooms while people starved in their cells. Oh, jeez. I mean, we got some materials and food out of it, though, so that should be put to good use. Okay, is there a time limit on the Poison Within mission? No. We'll leave that alone for the moment. I mean, it's kind of cruel, but we're a little short on resources. The Disciples of Anu can be researched. That'll give us 200 food, so maybe we could research that in the near future once we get all of this done. But for now, we'll keep exploring and pick who we can help. We got our handgun done. One of the two. Let's explore Corsica and Sardinia. Or what was those two islands.
Research complete.
Okay, we've got biometric and psycheval tests to identify potential recruits. So we need to find havens with leaders who are favorable to us and barter resources for recruits. In order to achieve victory, we're going to have to recruit, and in order to recruit, we're going to have to send our manticore to a haven with a little recruit soldier icon next to it. The scavenging in the short term can definitely help with that. Corsica and Sardinia had nothing. That sucks. We'll head on over to Spain. What's over here? Eric Logan Hughes is the leader of an independent haven called Atxe. He's a soft-spoken intellectual man with a degree in urban planning. He approaches life in the post-apocalypse as technical rather than moral. It's all a matter of preparation, he says. Planning. It's not really the Pandora virus that destroyed the world, you know. Between nationalist authoritarianism and neoliberal dogmatism, we simply didn't have the tools to defend ourselves as a species. It was a matter of systemic failure. But how, then, do we build a new system? Here at Attacks, we understand that the foundation of a functional system is energy. Without sustainable, reliable energy sources, there is no future. This seems like a commentary on today, but it seems rather fitting considering what the world of this game turned out to be. Okay. Geothermal and hydro are my personal favorites, of course, Hughes says with a smile, but we have to plan further ahead than that. To that end, we're developing a completely new approach to energy generation, something truly radical. Until someone stole all of our research, an unknown group masquerading as members of Synedron disabled our defenses and pillaged our lab. We managed to track them to their base, but we don't have the resources to launch a raid. Can you help us? Yeah, we'll accept the mission. Excellent, Hughes says. I'm glad that the Phoenix Project understands that this struggle is about more than just killing the bad guys. It's also about what kind of future we want to invest in, otherwise history will just repeat itself. History never really repeats itself, but it does rhyme. But yeah, this game seems like it has something to say, considering. Okay, we have a site added to the geoscape called Energize This. Where is that? Okay, let's pay attention to research. We have to research trade protocols, and that'll be helpful because we can get some resources out of the havens. Let's add that to the list and move it above the Phoenix archives. Although not to the top. We'll have the Mind Fragger at the top, of course. That's going to do it for this episode of Phoenix Point. I hope you enjoyed it. You stay frosty, and I'll see you next time.